Hello, listeners, and welcome back to another episode of the Die by the Sword podcast. Unfortunately, John couldn't join us this week either, so we've got Richard back once again to complete the water level of Schloss Caramarc. With Rodrick back in the mix, who's ready for some more natural ones, huh? I'm just kidding. Mostly. We do want to give a huge thank you to Midnight Syndicate for allowing us to use their music to enhance the show. If you want to add their music to your games, check them out at www.midnightsyndicate.com. We also want to thank Sword Coast Soundscapes for the use of the ambient sounds. Those tracks really do set the mood for any situation the PCs encounter. You can check out his stuff at youtube.com/swordcoastsoundscapes. Also, don't forget to check out our website at www.diebytheswordpodcast.com for character art, cast bios, links to our social media handles, and our merch store. And if you want to help support the show and help us to keep upgrading our equipment and provide you with even better content, we are set up to receive tips through Ko-fi. Each coffee is worth $3, and you can find that link in the Follow Us section of our website. Also, if you'd like to contact us to let us know what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show, what you'd like to see next from us, or even just to tell us how stupid we are for messing up a rule, feel free to reach out to us at diebytheswordpodcast@gmail.com. Okay, I think I've covered everything. Now that I've talked your ear off, let's get into this week's episode, shall we?
I have a cat with a bell toy. I have to take it away. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I did this for a year. You'd think I'd have that ready.
What?
Clearing everything that makes noise out of the room.
Oh, yeah. She'll find it.
Yeah, but it's in the other room now, so she can at least play with it over there.
Just wait till you got the kids to leave stuff all around the room.
And thus why we stopped recording with y'all. My cat's currently chasing his own tail.
Cat goals.
He's the dumbest cat I've ever seen.
Are we talking about Diego?
Nope.
Oh, good.
This would be Lando, but looks kind of like how John described Diego. Maybe it's Diego's brother.
Same litter. Do catfolk have litters, or they have, like, regular?
I don't know.
Question.
That is a good question.
I have not thought much on catfolk reproduction.
Brings up another question. Do they have 6 nipples or just the 2? I guess the litter size would be the first question to answer.
That's true.
If you really want to get nerdy about it, if catfolk have similar intelligence to humans, that means they probably have similarly sized brains, which means they need the extended incubation period of humans, which means they probably only have 1 or 2 at a time.
That does make sense. Yeah.
But do the males have the barbed penises?
Yes.
That is a question for John.
Yeah. So we can start the episode off with next time. We got a lot of questions while you were gone.
And there's a really tempting circumcision joke that I'm not going to make.
Actually, they're going to throw you for a loop. They're actually hatched, like platypuses.
Anyway, now that we've had our biology lesson for the week, if you remember from last week, you guys made it into this flooded chamber. Rodrick fell in a pit. There was something talked about with a Dark Souls fog gate. You fought some Draugr. Then after that, then there was the basilisk fight, or crocodile fight, as some might say. So I believe we left off last week with Xo'bere still in the water. So shall we jump right on in?
Well, shall we proceed? I don't see anything else to do.
So we proceed.
So we help our friend Xo'bere up.
Absolutely. But I just want to brag a little bit that I did the most damage.
And Kabal gives a side eye to Xo'bere because he wasted his judgment on him.
Yeah, I deserve that. flailing around doing nothing.
Try it.
So, I am actually. Hold on, let me.
While you're thinking, Rodrick is going to drink a potion of Cure Moderate to try to recover some of that back up.
While floating on your back in the water.
Yeah, he's got it on his belly like it's a cocktail.
It's got one of those little floaties for it. So, am I on land right here? Do I have to go into the next room to be on land?
You'd have to go into the next little area to be on land.
I don't want to go by myself. I'm scared.
Out of curiosity, Rodrick wants to use his dark vision to look around the pool to see if there's anything underwater. It's at 30.
Okay. Looking around, you do see a few things kind of scattered along the bottom. Looks like a chest had been thrown kind of in the water and has broken open down at the bottom.
Haphazardly.
Yep. You find 5 vials and 1 wand.
Okay.
Rodrick gets a 22 on spellcraft, taking 10.
Okay. So with that, you find a potion of displacement,
Yes.
a potion of gaseous form,
Yes.
a potion of non-detection, and a wand of charm monster.
You mean you could have got that Xo'bere first the whole time?
Right?
How many charges does it have?
44.
Oh my goodness.
It's almost full. And the other 2 vials that you're holding are not radiating as magical.
It's not
Do
bleaching in it.
No, it'd be a... you could do an Arcana check on those, though.
Okay. 18.
These are 2 vials of basilisk blood.
Well, why do you think he was keeping his own blood? That's weird.
In case he accidentally petrified somebody.
Oh, so is this the
So-
cure?
Yes. To cure petrification, you have to cover the body in basilisk blood.
Okay.
And do a little dance.
Make a little love.
Get down tonight.
Get down to that.
So does that work on any petrification,
It's
or just basilisk petrification?
Don't be gross, Phillip.
it's probably just for basilisks.
Okay.
So Rodrick surfaces. I'm going to say for funsies that he did the spellcraft checks underwater.
Okay. Just cuz.
So he surfaces and he says, I found some pretty powerful artifacts underneath. And he explains what he found.
All right. I will take that wand, thank you, since I'm a caster.
Yes, it's not on my spell list.
Wait, do I need to have it on my spell list?
Yes, it needs to be on your spell list, but I think it is on the bard spell list.
Oh, the list, not what I have.
Right.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be a known spell. It just has to be a spell your class can cast.
Gotcha.
Magus cannot cast that.
Which seems odd.
They're all combat all the time. They don't have any of the charm stuff. So, and if I'm continuing to be the front line, I will definitely take this potion of displacement if you don't mind.
So what does displacement do?
It creates a weird illusion that gives you 50% concealment even though you are visible.
So the top half 50 or the bottom half 50? Or is it a mix of everything?
I think it's another funhouse mirror effect like we've talked about before. We just can't quite tell where he is.
Fun. Okay.
And then what was the other one? There was one that actually, gosh, I can't remember what it was.
Gaseous
sounded
form?
No,
Non-detection.
Yeah, no.
non-detection. Yes. What does that do?
I assume it prevents you from being detected.
Yes.
So aid in stealth, or
Well, sort of how the Inquisitor did the detect alignment. I'm assuming if you had non-detection on, you would not detect, even if he was detecting the correct alignment.
Let's see.
oh, gotcha.
Non-detection. The warded creature or object becomes difficult to detect by divination spells such as clairaudience, clairvoyance, locate object, and detect spells. Non-detection also prevents location by such magic items as crystal balls. If a divination is attempted against the warded creature or item, the caster of the divination must succeed on a caster check against the DC, blah, 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 etc., etc.
What about gaseous form? Do you think that would help in his stealth attacks?
I'm pretty sure gaseous form means you can't make attacks.
I think that is correct.
I thought it just meant that you, if you wanted to be hit, I mean, if something hit you, it like went through like a cloud.
That's what I was thinking too.
For gaseous form, the subject and its gear become insubstantial, misty, and translucent. Material armor becomes worthless, though its size, dexterity, deflection, blah 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 still apply. The subject gains damage reduction 10 to magic and becomes immune to poison, sneak attack, and critical hits. You cannot attack or cast spells with verbal, somatic, material, or focus components while in gaseous form.
I still say give it to Xo'bere.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. It seems like it could be pretty helpful.
So, on to the next room.
Yeah, north, Rodrick first.
Heading north. And as you look into the next room, you find another circular corridor. Other than 2 stone doors up high on the walls, this room is relatively bare, except for the ankle-deep dark water.
So, I have a question. What if first of all, I'm going to take my hat off and put it back on so that I can be Carrie again real quick.
Okay.
And then, can I cast, like, dancing lights under the water to help see?
You could,
Would it work?
considering the water is only ankle deep, you wouldn't really see
I see
much.
floor.
Yeah.
I see a nice mosaic. Ooh, hardwoods.
You do, as you're looking up toward the ceiling, see kind of like a mound of stone. It's kind of blackish toward the ceiling, up near the doors.
What kind of knowledge can I roll to find out what that is?
That would be knowledge dungeoneering.
I have that.
I got a 12.
17.
The 17, you would recognize that as a black pudding.
Oh my goodness. That's a black pudding.
Is that bad?
Yes, these things are incredibly dangerous.
Should we just leave?
What does Rodrick know about black puddings?
With a 17, you know they're really easy to hit. They have a lot of hit points. It's a type of ooze. They normally try to hit you, and they have they secrete acid.
So, are they weak to anything? Do we know that?
They have typical ooze traits.
So no sneak attacks.
Also, I don't know what those typical ooze traits are.
So I don't see any point in fighting this thing if we can avoid it.
So should we just go in that first door then?
Kind of like slink our way along the wall to see if it doesn't notice us.
Yeah.
I guess we roll stealth. Natural 20 for a 20.
12.
12.
For a 12.
29.
28.
So what was the lowest?
12.
12. Okay.
Carrie, stop singing to yourself.
So with that, as you start moving into the room to try to head to the door, it starts making its way down the wall toward the floor. And rolling for initiative again.
Come on. That is the 4th natural 1 on initiative in a row.
So this is Rodrick's nightmare.
And there are no women at all.
Nightmare on Rodrick Street. All right. Let's get those initiatives. Xo'bere.
10.
10. Kabal.
14.
14. Renly.
21.
21. And Roderick's got a 2 again.
Yes, it's a 2. It was a 2 last time. It was a 2 the time before that, and it's a 2 now.
Fun. All right.
And somehow I'm going to go behind the ooze,
Yeah, you are.
which is quite the feat, because I know they have a negative initiative modifier.
They have a negative 5 initiative modifier.
And it's still going before Rodrick.
It is. But we're starting with Renly.
So I am going to sing and fly.
Sing and fly.
So yeah, that's my move.
So are we still trying to just get out of here then? Is that what you're doing?
No, I think we're fighting this thing now.
Yeah.
We woke the monster. Wait, should we just leave?
You woke the monster.
True, it was your fault.
Yeah. That's my bad, you guys.
And my question was, you added shock to our weapons again?
You know what? I haven't added anything. I haven't declared anything. Should I add shock or should I add something to mix it up? Are they immune? I mean, do they hate cold? Do they hate?
Do you have knowledge of engineering?
Yeah, I rolled a little less than you, like 200.
Oh yeah, right. You already rolled it. Sorry, I forgot about that. So yeah, we don't know.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, Richard knows.
You should know. You've thrown one of these at me in one of the games.
I did. The other group just avoided it because it was just kind of being stupid on its own, and they were like, let's just go the other way around.
Yeah, but I was playing an evil monk, so of course I wanted to kill everything I could.
Yeah.
And I did.
You're up for the challenge.
So I am going to. You know what? I'm gonna do keen. I'm gonna give everybody keening, just because I want to.
Okay.
Please tell us what keening does.
Keen, it makes it really sharp, and it improves your critical range. So I think it does it +1. So if you crit on a 20, you get a 19 as your crit. If you 19 is now it's 18, 18, 17, so on and so forth.
Gotcha.
Well, 19 becomes 17, and 18 becomes 15.
There's it increases at one range slot.
Oh, I thought it just increased at 1.
No.
One step.
So if you normally just crit on a 20, now it's 19 to 20 is a critical threat. If you already have it as 19 to 20, it becomes 17 to 20. And if you already have the 17 or whatever, then it's 15 to 20.
And this is just because I'm getting bored of shock, but I shouldn't have done that. Looking back on it, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but you hands off the chess piece.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, but everyone has improved crit range.
Which helps me none.
Would have been nice to get extra damage.
All right, Kabal.
I will cast Dungeoneering to see if I can see what it's immune to.
Hey, engineering check.
Dungeoneering, yeah. 19?
19. Okay. With a 19, you would know that this thing is immune to basically critical hits and flanking and sneak attack. Doesn't take any additional damage from precision-based attacks. It's immune to poison, sleep, paralysis, polymorph, stunning.
So what is it? What hurts it?
So basically, it does still take weapon damage.
Okay.
However, it has a special ability that it splits in two with certain weapon types.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, okay. Well, then I will move 20 feet to the wall.
20 feet to the wall. Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Oh, the Dungeoneering check doesn't take my turn?
Yeah, that's just it's a free action to make knowledge checks.
Heck yeah, bro. Okay, well then I will pull out my longbow then and see if I can hit it.
Okay.
24.
24 is definitely a hit.
Alright. 6 points of damage.
Okay. And with that, it split it in two equal-sized halves.
I didn't think an arrow would split it. I thought maybe like a sword would split it.
Yeah. I'm with you. I didn't think that either.
That's why I wanted.
Did you say it was immune to mind affecting?
Yes.
Do you see a mind on this thing?
Yeah. Ain't got no brain.
So it's now split in two. So you have two smaller black puddings to deal with. It's probably the most confusing thing about this creature.
Yeah, I was like, Gary, you're gonna have fun running this,
And as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, I remember this thing.
and you get to split the hit points between them. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. Xo'bere.
Ooh, man. I guess Xo'bere's gonna, since we're deciding to stick around, he didn't want to chump out and just run for the exit like he would normally do. Try to stay safe and swift on his feet. So he's going to make the move eastward and go to the right pudding. And that is a 22.
22.
It is a short sword.
Okay, that's a hit.
And it's 8.
Have fun, Gary.
And they tell two friends, and they tell two friends.
Okay. Crap.
That's what I said.
Okay. And so with that attack, it splits this pudding in half. So much work on my part.
I was gonna do something else, but now I think I really want to throw my chakram at it.
Just remember who's doing this to you when it comes time to attack, Gary.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now you have one large pudding and two smaller puddings. So much work. This creature sucks.
When I ran you guys through it, I that was the first thing I told you is use bludgeoning damage
Luckily,
so that I didn't have to do this.
luckily as a monk, I was using bludgeoning weapons.
Yeah, you just kept punching it, and then the sorcerer was casting things at it.
Was that an intentional cheat, or was that a?
No, they made their dungeoneering check. I just decided that was the first thing I was going to tell them.
No, I meant for us because did we already say that it was bludgeoning?
Well,
No.
we already know that piercing did it, and we know for damn sure that slashing will.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is now the puddings' turns. So
Your turns get more complicated with each turn.
yeah. Well, actually, they can all reach out from where they are because they have reach.
Yeah, but I'm flying.
But their reach reduces when they shrink.
In Magic the Gathering, reach is for flying.
Fun facts.
The big one is going to move closer to Kabal and Rodrick. But the two smaller ones are both going to go after Xo'bere, while the big one is going to go... I'll roll a die for those. Let me do the small ones first. So the first slam on Xo'bere is a 16.
Miss.
Okay, and then the second one is a 23.
Ooh. That's gonna hit.
Okay. So that is going to be 11 points of slam damage.
Slammage.
Slammage. Plus 9 points of acid damage.
Oh.
And I get
I hear an
a free attempt to grab you. That's a natural 20.
So does it grab him or?
Caress. Gentle caress.
So you are grappled. So -2 to your AC and -2 to my AC. Which is
Alright.
really sad for me.
Does it make it 3?
Yep. No, that makes it 1. So they're really easy to hit.
Oh, so question though, if I do decide to not get ungrappled and decide to try to hit it next round, and I hit it, and it splits in two again, am I still grappled?
I would say no.
Actually, I'm going to say probably yes. Because it has the extraordinary ability called Suction.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because of the suction, a black pudding CMD score gets a +10 circumstance bonus against bull rush, awesome blows, other attacks, or effects to attempt to physically move it from its location.
All right.
So you would just be held by a smaller one at that point.
They'd be on your arms like water wings.
Yeah, I was gonna say like each one takes an arm, and he's just in the middle.
All right, and so the big one has either Kabal or Rodrick. Actually, he's going to go for Kabal because you shot him the first time.
He's going to thank you for splitting him in two.
That's going to be a miss because that's a natural 4.
Yeah, that's a miss.
He tried to give you a high five, but you moved away.
I was like, get your suction thing away from me.
Thought you liked suction.
Not from a pudding.
Oh.
Alfie.
All right, Rodrick.
Okay, seeing what's going on over there, he's going to drop his longsword, draw his silver warhammer, spend an arcane pull point to magically enhance it, give it the flaming property, and he's going to swing with it.
Okay.
That's a natural 5, which would miss most characters, but will hit this one.
Will hit.
It's certain. Alright, so that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of fire damage. You're welcome.
Got it. Okay. But you all notice it doesn't split this time.
And Gary breathes a sigh of
Right.
relief.
Less work for me. Renly.
Okay, so which one has Xo'bere?
That would be the smaller one, to the southernmost small one.
Okay. Not great for what I want to do. I think I can get to here and land.
To the northernmost point of the room.
Yes, and I am going to... I don't know if I should do this or not, but I don't have anything else that's not going to split them up. I'm going to cast Ear-Piercing Scream.
Okay.
And that should get...
It's a targeted attack.
Oh, I thought that was the cone.
Sonic Scream was the cone.
Gotcha. Well, then I can still do it, but it's just going to hit the one. I thought it was going to hit the 2. Or all of them, including Xo'bere. So yeah, I will cast it on the northernmost one.
Okay.
So you need to roll a Fortitude save.
The only save that it has a positive number. It's a 13.
It meets it. So I can never remember.
At Pat, so attack damage and no stun.
It can't be stunned anyway. But half the damage.
So it's 3d6, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So 5 points of damage.
5 points of
Sonic
damage. All right. Takes the damage because that is sonic damage and not a certain weapon type that would split it in two. That will bring us to Kabal.
Okay, Kabal will cast, as a swift action, he will cast a Judgment of Destruction, which will give him +3 to weapon damage rolls.
Okay.
And then he will cast Lend Judgment, and he will touch Rodrick gently to give him the destruction as well.
Okay.
Cool.
So you both
Since
have,
he's doing a lot of damage, I want to help him out.
both have the Judgment of Destruction. Very good. So that'll bring us to Xo'bere.
All right. So I guess I'll try to just escape this grapple.
Okay.
$19.
There it is. 19 looks like that will break free because I don't see that as being one of the circumstance bonus things.
There you go.
All right.
So you are free.
All right. And then that's it, right? That's all I can do.
It's a standard action to break free, right?
Yeah, so you can move, but you can't take any other primary actions.
Okay. Then I guess I will take just a 5-foot step back.
Okay. It is the Black Pudding's turns.
You have to add a new ziz for each time there's a new
Right.
ooze.
Small ones like you, they're going to move closer to Xo'bere. The large one is going to decide to go after Rodrick or Kabal. Odds are Rodrick, evens Kabal. Even, as usual.
I still protest this.
What, that you're odd?
Yes.
Because I always roll odds when I say that.
No, because Rodrick Rod, in the context of our party, just seems inappropriate to me. But hey,
I mean, it rhymes, so
Right.
it's definitely Rodrick.
you know what else rhymes is Rodrick Rod.
Yes, it does. Odds, Rodrick, odd. I rolled a 5, so I'm going after Rodrick.
As per usual.
Okay. So he is going to try to reach out and slam. It's a 22.
Of course it is.
Okay, so that's going to be 10 points from the slam, 8 points of acid, and an attempt to grapple. Natty 19 on the grapple.
Of course.
So I have a question for Rodrick. Don't you have energy resistance acid 5?
I do, yes. Thank you. I forgot.
5 less points.
Thank you, Phillip.
No problem. This Asimar thing is pretty cool.
And you know, I think this might be the first time it's mattered.
I think you're right.
Because I know you haven't hit me with any cold damage.
No, I have not. And it just so happens to be Roderick's turn.
Okay, Rodrick is just gonna swing at this thing while it's in its grasp, just trying to make it stop. Oh great, a natural 20 on a creature that's immune to critical hits.
But you hit it.
I did 8 points of bludgeoning, 5 points of fire.
And that's with my +3s?
That's only to attack rolls, that's not to damage. Unless it says to damage, I only heard you say attack rolls.
Yeah, it says all weapon damage rolls.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay, well then add another 3, Gary.
Okay.
Yay.
Very
Yeah,
good.
since you were putting out so much damage, that's why I was throwing that on you, so you could get some more in.
Yes.
It's quite helpful. All right, Renly.
So I found the one that is the cone that I have. It's Cord of Shards. I won't cast that because it's piercing damage. So you're welcome.
I mean, you could split it into, you'd have 4 of them now, of the small ones.
Would that reduce their HP?
It splits, each time they split, it splits the HP equally between the 2.
And then the shards, there's so many shards, you'll have like 16 of them.
Should I do it then?
Do it.
It's your call.
I'm trying to read your face. Should I do it?
Gary's like, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, Renly is going to cast Cord of Shards, and you need to make a reflex save for both of those puddings.
Okay. This will be good because they have a negative save. So the northernmost one, that's an 8.
Fail.
Southernmost is a 13.
It meets it. So, okay. So one takes 5 points. The other takes 2 points.
Or really, they don't take any damage and they just shrink.
Oh, they don't take any damage.
Oh.
I thought that they took at least a little bit.
Yeah, I thought they were taking a little damage and then splitting. Just straight up splitting. Alright.
Great.
Where's Diego with blunt fist damage when you need him?
Right?
I know, right?
This would have been his fight.
Instead, we got the goddamn trouble with tribbles.
They keep multiplying. Okay. Got all of them in there now. So, Cord of Shards goes out, and this thing splits into... Well, you got the 2 smaller ones split in half again. So now you have one big one and 4 really little ones. Well, comparatively, really little ones. Kabal.
Okay, so Kabal will ready a blunt arrow since the ooze has Rodrick. He'll ready a blunt arrow and shoot it.
Okay, and because Rodrick is grappled, it cannot take an attack of opportunity, even though you are in a threatened square.
19.
19's a hit,
6 points of damage.
and it doesn't split because you used a blunt arrow.
Yeah.
It's such an odd concept to me.
Yeah,
It's like the boxing glove era.
right?
Exactly.
All right, Xo'bere.
All right, so Xo'bere is going to take a look to his right. And what is that thing right on the map there to his just catty corner? To
That's
him?
where the stone door is toward the ceiling.
Okay, so nothing helpful for him. All right, so he is going to. He doesn't like the way this fight's going, so he's going to. He realizes if he keeps on trying to, stab it with a sword, bad things are going to keep happening. So he's going to drop his sword and just try to punch this thing.
Okay.
And fun fact, they are not immune to non-lethal damage.
Oh, even better.
And since their AC is so low, you don't even have to worry about the -4 penalty for using a weapon you're not proficient with. That is your hands.
Oh, I'm proficient with these hands. What is that? Okay, so do I get any bonuses for dexterity or anything?
It's strength.
Oh, strength. Okay, so oh god, 4.
4 total.
Did you add your base attack bonus as well?
Ooh, I did not.
Yeah, it should be higher than that.
7 then.
So, what did you roll on the die to when you made your attack?
A 3.
3 plus your base attack bonus plus your strength. What, -4 for the improvised weapon?
Yeah, I think so.
So back to a 3.
Back to a 3, which hits.
Isn't this fun?
Is that 1d4?
It's 1d3
Okay, cool.
plus your strength modifier.
So a 4.
So, and that was on the southernmost pudding, or the one that's red?
Yes, on the southernmost one, the one that's to his right.
Okay. Got it. Damage done. Next up are the myriad of puddings.
Pudding. Start with Rodrick, that's easy.
Yeah. So that one's just maintaining the grapple on you. So I'm assuming a 34 would maintain the grapple.
Yes, Gary, you would assume correct.
Okay. And so it is going to constrict.
Of course it does.
8 points on the constrict, plus 3 points of acid, so no acid.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Phillip.
And
And
I don't like
make a reflex save as well.
12.
12. So therefore, your armor takes 7 points of acid damage as well.
So fortunately, thanks to the hardness of steel, which is what his chain shirt is made out of, that is not enough to break it. Had he still been wearing his leather armor, it would have been a different story.
All right. So not enough, but you are still wrapped up in this thing's acidic embrace.
Very annoyingly.
And so we've got 2 black puddings are going to slam at Xo'bere. The other 2... Wait, are you on the ground, Renly?
I am on the ground.
Perfect. So then 2 are going to move up to slam at you. Okay, so the 2 attacking Xo'bere. 1 rolls a natural 3, so that's a miss. Second one rolls a natural 8, so I'm assuming 14 misses.
That does.
Okay. And then the 2 attacking Renly. It's a 16.
Miss.
And second one. Natty 18, that's a 26.
That's a hit.
And that is 8 points from the slam. Plus 9 points of acid.
4 points of acid.
And a 20 against your CMD to grapple you.
That's a grapple.
I rolled low. So now Renly is grappled.
We're just having a grapple-tastic time.
It's a grapple party.
It's graptacular.
All right, Rodrick.
All right, he's just trying to kill this thing. Another swing with his warhammer, and of course, the only thing that could miss is a natural 1.
Roll a 1.
I rolled a 1. I did not roll a 1 to confirm the fumble.
So just a miss.
Yeah, literally the only roll that it could have missed. Leave it to me.
All right.
Glad you saved that sample.
Right? I had a feeling I would use it again.
I'm not going to say anything.
That'll bring us to Renly.
So I'm going to ear-piercing scream at this thing on my arm.
Okay.
So roll a thingy.
You need to roll a concentration check to cast when you're grappled.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
Even if it's just like on my arm? It's so little.
Yeah. You're grappled, sir.
Well, it's medium size now, so it's human size.
Yeah, it's as big as you.
So I need to.
So just hit it again and get it smaller.
So the concentration check when we're rolling these is okay. I rolled a 16 on the die.
You're fine.
So now you roll a reflex or fortitude.
Fortitude, and I rolled a 23.
Come on. So that is going to be 9.5 is 4 points of damage.
4 points damage. Okay. It's still oozing. Kabal.
Kabal readies another blunt arrow and shoots it at the ooze in front of him that's grappled Rodrick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, smoke that shit.
22.
That's a hit.
7 damage.
Chipping away.
Slowly but surely, I guess.
Slowly but surely. All right. Xo'bere.
He is going to keep on attacking the ooze to his right that he was trying to punch at earlier. And so, wow, that's going to be a natural 2.
What's the total?
2, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 minus 4, just enough to hit.
And so 3 plus 1 is 4.
All right. Bring us back around to the Black Pudding's turn. But something weird starts to happen.
Not another black pudding.
Not another Black Pudding, but you notice that all of these Black Puddings start hardening and turning to stone. And as Renly starts looking around the room, Kabal turns to stone. Xo'bere turns to stone. Rodrick turns to stone. And Renly hears something behind him, kind of in the water. As he turns around, another basilisk is standing right behind him, and he meets his gaze. And he starts turning to stone as well. We slowly see the stone creeping up Renly's arm, spider veining as it works his way through his system. Renly begins to panic, and we hear nothing but his heartbeat rapidly beating like a bass drum. As the stone reaches his elbow, we cut away and see a catfolk sitting by a fire, meditating. It's Diego. Diego opens his eyes to see a letter sitting in his lap. He looks around to see who might have left the letter in his lap, but there's no one around. He uses his senses, and the only sounds that he hears are the sounds of the forest and the fire that is before him. He opens the mysterious letter, which reads, "The laws of order and nature shall soon be thrown into chaos. This cannot be. You have been chosen as an ambassador of order to maintain the balance. The darkness cannot be allowed to release the beast from its confinement. It is your solemn duty to travel to the town of Ravengrow and seek the temple of the Lady of Graves. You will know the man you seek upon your arrival. Do not delay your journey. May the goddess protect you. There is no name anywhere to be found in the letter. It is only signed with a grayish-blue spiral. Diego gathers his things and sets off for Ravengrow. We then see Xo'bere. We see him picking the lock of a chamber in a large palace. He sneaks in and we see a large trophy room. A shimmering red ruby sparkles even through the darkness. He approaches the ruby, and as he looks at it, what appear to be flames flicker within the heart of the gem. The name Ondir is etched into its side. As he is about to reach in and grab the gem, a raven appears out of nowhere and delivers a note to him. Curious. He opens the letter and reads the note it contains. It reads, "A great evil has descended upon the nation of Ustalav. We are nearing dark days ahead, and as one who is touched by the shadows, you know how catastrophic that can be. It is your charge to be a beacon for the light and keep the beast in his cage. I urge you to travel to Ravengrow and seek the Spiral Temple. You have been chosen by destiny. Do not ignore this calling. You will know the man you seek when you see him. May the Lady of Graves watch over you." We then see Kabal kneeling in prayer in a temple of Pharasma. A swirl of grayish-blue mist forms and circles all around him. The spiral gets faster and faster, almost as if it is sucking all of the air out of the room. But it suddenly stops. In its wake, a letter sits in front of Kabal. Kabal opens the letter and begins to read. "The time for judgment is at hand. A great evil stirs in the heart of Ustalav. The undead rise as we speak to form an unstoppable army. They must be destroyed before a new whispering tyrant is crowned. I call on you to travel to the town of Ravengrow, seek sanctuary in the temple of Pharasma until the war begins. You will know when the dogs of war have been released, when the man who is two seeks your help. You may know him instantly, though you've never met. May the Lady of Graves guide you." Kabal thanks Pharasma for the blessing of this quest and sets off for Ravengrow. As Kabal steps out the front door of the temple, we cut back to Renly, slowly becoming petrified. And right at the moment that he would be completely petrified, Renly wakes up and sees Judge Daramid standing at the foot of his bed. "I think it's time for us to talk. I'll see you next time."
Bye, Renly. It was nice seeing you again.
I was gonna ask him where's Rodrick.